Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. I'm Becca, and on this channel I am reacting my way through eating disorder recovery alongside complex chronic illness, one video at a time, and I want to thank those of you who have been here before for sticking with me over the past month or so. I had an unexpected extra health issue come up that is actually something that happens like once a year, and it's always between the months of June and August, but I never realize it's happening until it's completely overtaken, and the infection itself knocks me down pretty significantly symptomatically, as does the treatment for it. So thankfully I'm about 3.5 weeks into the 6 to 8 weeks of that treatment. I'm starting to feel a little bit better, still not great, but I'm at least able to film this reaction, and I'm so excited because we've got something so special today. I was absolutely humbled and honored to be asked to participate in this Ren reactathon today, or the Day of Ren-a-thon, as I think it's being called and advertised on social media, alongside so many wonderful people in this space and all of the other reactors who are participating in this. I will have their channels linked below. If you do not follow them, please go do that, and absolutely, of course, if you're watching this, there's a good chance you do subscribe to Ren. But if you haven't subscribed to Ren yet, go subscribe to him, because one of the goals of this is to kind of keep helping push him towards 1 million subscribers on YouTube. And these videos are all being released today, July 20th, in the lead up to Ren's newest video, which is dropping at 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Mountain, noon Pacific, and I can't tell you the overseas time zones, but that'll be coming up later today. And to ease back into reactions, since my brain can't still really get into like the super in-depth analysis that I love to do of breaking down rap bars and things like that, we're gonna go with something that many of you have recommended as like one of the best feel-good, happy, upbeat, uplifting performances. And this is not just Ren, this is the Big Push, Ren's band. And I hate even saying Ren's band because there are 4 members in this band, but that's how most people know it, simply because they came across the Big Push after coming across Ren. But this is I Shot the Sheriff, Road to Zion, hip hop, and they're doing this as a street busking performance. So I'm so excited. I am not going to so much like break down the lyrics, because obviously these are covers, but I am definitely going to remark on things that stick out to me in this video and in this performance, this live performance. So my brain definitely needs something upbeat and happy to cling to, because it's been a really rough morning and day. So let's get to it. I'm already smiling because he's smiling. Okay, I'm gonna rewind it a bit. He's getting ready to start singing, but I have to remark on that opening guitar lick. The way he was feeling the music. I don't know if you could see me there. I wasn't necessarily trying to emulate him, but it's impossible for me to watch someone be that into the music that they are delivering and not kind of like do similar things myself. Oh my gosh. First of all, the guitar work is masterful. The way he's picking things so clearly, his dynamics, again, his expression as he's literally leaning into, and you can see the expression on his face, you can see his body language as he's playing this intro lick here. So I loved that. That was such a nice little welcome intro, and I could not stop smiling during that because he has a huge smile on his face, so I have a feeling there's gonna be plenty of smiles throughout this song. So let's take it back just a little bit and get further into this.
You sit all around in my hometown. People try to track me down. For a crime that I did not commit. Yes, if for a murder of a deputy, set for a life of a deputy.
Oh my gosh, his voice! Okay, so he's the only one that is playing and performing and singing right now. You can see the other band members there, but do you hear the resonance and the reverb and the echo in his voice there on the street? It's like, you can't look away. It's captivating. He has that just way of projecting this crystal clear tone that also has this like rugged not like rough tone to it, but this just super soulful vibe. And he's also captured like the reggae Bob Marley vibe here. But oh my gosh, the soul in his voice. Oh my gosh. The amount of soul and heart that he puts into his song, it overwhelms me because like I can't not feel it. You can't just not feel it when you see it on screen. Oh my goodness.
The deputy, but I said,
Here they come.
Peter shot the sheriff. I did not shoot no deputy.
Ooh.
I shot the sheriff. I swear it was in self-defense.
Oh my gosh, okay, again, I love the way he is dancing out this whole thing. This isn't like a story he's reenacting, but he is still using his body to do this whole thing, and the other band members are slowly starting to come in the background, so you can see them kind of blurred out a little bit, but they're getting ready to focus on all of them, I have a feeling. And I just wanted to remark again, the little guitar extras that he's adding in there in this chorus there, not all of that was in the original guitar lick, and I love the little technical things that he adds in his covers, and that the band obviously does in their covers, and yeah, let's just keep going. I'm not going to keep pausing it this much. I'm just blown away because once again, it's a genre that I haven't yet seen him do, yet I also knew he was going to completely nail it. So I'm sure the band is going to do the same.
I swear it was in self-defense. I said, Sheriff John Brown, that man hated me.
Oh, he's getting that crooner type tone here.
For what? I just don't know.
Woo! Okay, we know he loves the crooners. I've heard him do Frank a lot, and that's kind of the tone he's doing here with this reggae cover of I Shot the Sheriff with that. Oh my gosh, that juxtaposition is crazy. This guy's amazing. Who thinks to do that? Who thinks to do that? Oh my gosh.
For what? I just don't know. Whenever I would try to plan to see, he would say, kill it before it grows.
Just that swagger.
He would say, kill it before it grows.
Woo!
But I said, I did not shoot no deputy.
I love this.
I shot the sheriff, but I swear it was in self-defense. Oh, give it up for Ren-a-thon season, please.
Okay, hold on. We're going to take it back so we don't miss this guitar solo here. But I wanted to quickly remark on the end of that second verse that Ren was singing there, he was doing that like crooner type tone. And then he once again went into that really projecting, powerful, just in your face, but not like in an obtrusive way, in like the best possible way that fills the entire room or the entire outside area, as is the case here. But I like the way he's also changing and altering the delivery on some lines, like the line at the end of the second chorus. So he sung that, but I swear it was in. I'm not going to sing it because I keep getting the melody wrong, even though I know the song. And then he just kind of like briefly spoke the word self-defense as it kind of trailed off there. And that was right before he shouted out his bandmate here who's getting ready to do his guitar solo. So we're going to take it back so we don't miss the beginning of this guitar solo and then let this play through.
I shot the sheriff, but I swear it was in self-defense. Oh, give it up for Romaine season, please.
Romaine Exisa, by the way, that's the band right here. to talk about that. Oh my gosh, Ren-a-thon's there. That's who, I think I may have pronounced that wrong, but that's the bandmate here that was doing that guitar solo. And I want to comment on a few things. One, just like Ren, it doesn't surprise me these guys are in a band together, because just like Ren, he was giving his entire soul, his entire heart, his entire body, and his body language. He was moving almost as if his movement was part of the music itself, that he was also playing on his guitar. And do you see how engaged the crowd is? Do you see how the crowd is not only just like swaying back and forth, but they're like really into this? The energy, even through the screen, is palpable, and especially as he was doing that solo, that like second half of the solo there, when it really just ratcheted up there, you could see the crowd just like, you could hear him. You could hear the crowd just like yell in support, and the enthusiasm is just contagious. And oh my gosh, I cannot wait to react to more Big Push stuff, because this is already amazing, and we're still on the I Shot the Sheriff part. Holy moly. I love it. And so many smiles, just like Ren was smiling throughout his whole thing. Romain was smiling throughout his whole thing there. And again, the smiling is contagious in the best way, the good kind of contagious.
In this world of calamity, dirty looks and grudges and jealousy.
Okay, no, hold on. We're gonna take it back and get the whole beginning of this. I want to point out, we're moving into Road to Zion now, but holy frick, did you hear his voice? Did you hear his voice on that line there? The original way that that line is delivered, that in this world of calamity, dirty looks and grudges and jealousy, the way that that is delivered in the original Road to Zion songs, like, in this world of calamity, dirty looks and grudges and jealousy. Those two lines are very melodically the same in the original song. The way that Ren took that second line up there and kept just ascending, oh my gosh, it gave me chills. It gave me chills, and I can't wait to see what he's doing with the rest of this, because, can you tell I'm a little excited? Can you tell this is what my soul needed? I didn't realize it, but this is now going to be one of my go-to, like, need to lift me up, need to feel good, need to smile songs and medleys. This is it, man. Ooh, okay, let's let him get this whole verse. I don't want to interrupt that awesomeness, but sheesh, I had to remark on it before we went further. I did not want to forget that. Not that I would have, because it was pretty daggone memorable, but oh, let's go.
In this world of calamity, dirty looks and grudges and jealousy. Media clowns, them when abusing their but media clowns, they're not boom.
Okay, now here's the thing. So I wasn't gonna pause. We're not dissecting the lyrics, but we're dissecting the delivery 100%. Holy crap. So this section, they're talking about the police and the media and all that kind of abusing their authority. That's the gist of the song here, the gist of this verse. Ren's expression here, you can tell the animosity and the anger that he has toward those establishment things, toward the way that they affect people, the way that he's just delivering it, especially on that last part there where it was just so rapid fire, but he was holding back, yet you could still hear it very, very perfectly clear. Like, his breath control there was amazing, because he was delivering this, you could hear the words, but he was restraining himself there and delivering in just such a technically proficient, and I would almost say perfect way, that it just blows my mind. It blows my mind.
Dirty looks and grudges and jealousy. Media clowns, them when abusing their but media clowns, they're not boom. The young trendsetter, come on, more the damn slow. When I bust a trigger finger like bam bam big do. When I bust a trigger finger, come on, here we go. Burst on in the here we go. Got to keep it moving on the road to Zion.
Okay, I wasn't planning on pausing here because I didn't need to for him, but there's a fan in the background here who I feel like is every one of us as we're watching this. She's just sitting there feeling it. You can hear her waving around, feeling the music. That's how I feel. I have a feeling that's how you feel if you're watching this, whenever the first time was that you watched it. That's obviously everyone in the crowd's feeling it. I just thought it was such a perfect encapsulation of what I'm feeling right now, and seeing that on screen and seeing just like the real life energy that's going on with this performance, man. God, what a performance to be able to witness live. My goodness, talk about a bucket list.
Got to keep it moving on the road to Zion. Got to keep it burning on the road to Zion. Got to keep it burning on the road. Got to keep it burning.
That scatting that he just did. That scatting. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. Okay, one thing I wanted to remark on, but I didn't want to pause it. I've used the word perfect to talk about like the sort of muted but still super precise delivery he did a few lines before. But I also want to point out that this live performance here, they had a fan like walk right in front of the camera as he was doing this part, and they left it in there because it's a street performance, it's a live performance. They're obviously not shooting for like perfection. So when I say that, I'm not saying that I'm holding them to a standard of perfection, just that I think maybe one thing was executed pretty darn perfectly. But I think that leaving stuff like that in just adds so much more value and energy and authenticity to the whole experience. So something that may be unremarkable to many, but stuck out to me because like that adds a level of humanity, that adds a level of being able to connect, which they already do a great job of with the music itself. But I don't know, I just thought that was really neat. And the way he did that scatting there at the end, he's delivering this like reggae tone, yet he's switching up to this more muted delivery, sort of combining the reggae and the crooner tone with that muted delivery, like all three of those things in there. As he's doing the syllables for the scatting that he's doing, you can see his face kind of follow. Like, I'm gonna rewind a little bit just so we can see that part again because it was great. And also, Roger and I love jazz, so we're a big fan of scatting and improv like that. So,
Got to keep it burning on the road to Zion. Got to keep it burning on the road. Got to keep it burning. With a little bit of dog, we can make it through the night. With a little bit of dog, we can make it through the night.
Wait, are you kidding me here? Are you kidding me here? We're in that like really excellent, super chill laid back cover for Road to Zion. Then they just had that switch there and got super upbeat and they're just going into this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That energy. Again, it's infectious watching not only the band's energy, but the crowd's energy as they respond to this switch in the tempo and this switch and just the overall feel of the beat of the music and the delivery. When Ren came back in there was again super rapid fire and just sounding so great that it's really hard to deliver. But it's really hard. I can't even talk, apparently myself, but it's really hard to deliver vocals that clearly and that technically proficient when you're trying to do it at such a rapid fire pace live on the street and you can still be heard perfectly. Like, yeah, sure, he's using a mic, but that takes a lot of skill and a lot of talent. My goodness.
We can make it through the night. With a little bit of dog, we can make it through the night. With a little bit of dog, we can make it through the night. With a tanani, 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 boy. With a little bit of dog, we can make it through the night. With a little bit of dog, we can make it through the night. With a little bit of dog, we can make it through the night. With a tanani, 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 boy, come on now. And even more, let's take it down. Keep it going.
Ooh, that switch up.
Hip, hop.
Ooh.
Hip is still bigger than a hip hop. Hip hop. Hip still bigger than a hip hop. Hip still bigger than a hip hop. Now drum bass. One thing about music when they hit you.
Okay, I'm sorry. We're gonna go back and get that whole transition, get this last section, but I wanted to let that part that I just let play through because I love the way, like I mentioned a second ago, not only that it sped up there when they flipped that switch and it sped up to that section, then I love that it just as abruptly but really effectively slowed down in tempo, and Ren even kind of pointed it out and was like guiding it, like guiding the band, guiding the crowd. And one thing that I love about hip hop and rap to me, specifically songs that really resonate with me, they tend to be songs that like I can feel that tempo as a heartbeat almost, and I can put these songs on and they're literally like soothing to my soul because they feel very regulating for my nervous system. So when Ren was kind of literally instructing and leading the hip hop, and he was explaining that it was going to be slowed down just a little bit, you could see me kind of emulating that because that's what it feels like to me. It's really calming to my soul. And obviously after that slower section, they ratcheted up the speed and they're getting ready to go rapid fire again, so we're going to rewind it to get that transition. But I wanted to remark on how effectively that tempo change from the slower pace of Road to Zion was to the really fast section, and now we're going back to slow again to the hip hop, and now we're getting fast again. It's genre bending, tempo bending. This band is excellent. We know Ren is excellent. This is the first time I've watched the band. Again, can't wait to watch more of him because I'm now a huge fan of The Big Push. Mark that down.
Hot hit still bigger than a hit. Hot hit, hot hit, hot hip still bigger than a hip. Hot hip, hot hip. My drum bass. One thing about music, when it hits you feel no pain. White folks take control your brain. I'm no better than that, that's game. I'm me ready for that. Two soldiers ahead of a pop, my factory's got the guy. Where my army at, what the right time, not react. Back the beat, sit, don't reflect on how many records get sold. On that George, I'm rock and roll. Whether your project or on hold. In the real world, we just people with ideas. We just like you and me when the smoke and camera disappear again. The real world, it's bigger than all these fake ass records. When my poor folks got the millions and my woman's disrespected. If you check one too, my would have advised to you, just relax. If that don't work, then do what you got to do and kick the facts. If you a liar, wolf, crier, bush crier, agent with the wire, I'ma know it when I play it. But then if you a liar, mouth on fire, pants on fire, agent with the wire, I'ma know it when I play it. It's bigger than a hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip. It's still bigger than a hip hop, hip. Still bigger than still bigger
Holy moly. Holy crap, that was amazing. Oh my goodness. I wasn't initially planning on doing this, but I just took it back. I let that last hip-hop verse sort of play through a little bit. I'm gonna try to get into some of the lines, but overall, I just love this reaction. It was super fun. It was a great way to just start getting back into it, and it was such a great time. I can't wait to do more Big Push stuff again, but let's get into this last verse some and see. Yeah, so there's one good thing about music. When it hits you, feel no pain. Now, I did not understand every single thing he said here, and the lyrics are not here, so we'll see what I can catch and what I actually miss, because my brain is, again, not at its peak, but we shall see.
Here's you feel no pain, white folks take control your brain. I'm no better than that, that's game. I'm me ready for that. Two soldiers ahead of a pop, my factory's got the guy. Where my army at, what the right time, not react. Back the beat, sit, don't reflect on how many records get sold. On that.
Okay, I'm missing a lot of the words here, and I apologize for that. Again, I'm doing this reaction mostly for the general vibe, for the reacting to the performance itself. So again, I'm not digging into every single lyric, but the way he's delivering it here, you can tell the different themes that he's talking about still tie into, like, I Shot the Sheriff, the anti-establishment, and the Road to Zion. Like, it ties into the themes of those songs very well, the lyrics that he's delivering here. Editing Becca here to point out, the song Hip Hop by Dead Prez actually starts the first verse with a quote from Bob Marley. One thing about music, when it hits you, feel no pain. It started off with at least that one Bob Marley quote. The rest of these things may be quotes and stuff that I'm just not catching because, again, my brain power is not at its highest right now. But the way he's delivering this is so intense and so proficient, and he's just like, he knows exactly where to place his words in the bar. He knows exactly when to switch up the flow to make it the most powerful and the most effective. And he's just so good. He's just got bars. We know that Ren can rap. We know that. We know he can do any genre. We've seen in this video alone, reggae, ska a little bit, calypso type stuff a little bit, crooner, rap, hip hop. Like, oh my goodness. Who is this versatile? And we know he does bardcore and like Renaissance style stuff. Like, and then he does stuff like Chalk Outlines and other songs that I know I haven't done yet that are sort of similar to that. So I'm like, what can this guy do?
On that George, I'm rock and roll. Whether your project or on hold. In the real world, we just people with ideas. We just like you and me when the smoke and camera disappear again. The real.
Oh, okay, hold on. That line there, camera's gonna disappear, and he made that like he illustrated that going down physically with his body and with his voice, taking his voice down to like a lower volume, and it was just great. Again, the acting that he does with his voice, with his body, with every ounce of his being is just so amazing.
It's bigger than all these fake ass records. When my poor folks got the millions and my woman's disrespected. If you check one too, my would have advised to you, just relax. If that don't work, then do what you got to do and kick the facts. If you a liar, wolf, crier, bush crier, agent with the wire, I'ma know it when I play it. But then if you a liar, liar, mouth on fire, pants on fire, agent with the wire, I'ma know it when I play it.
Like he's calling people up. He's like, if you're a liar, I'm gonna know it when I play it. If you're a liar, liar, pants on fire. Like, oh my gosh, the attitude he's delivering that with there. I love it. I love the attitude. I love the swagger. I love the fact that it's slowing down again. And we got to the end of the song. We're gonna get to the end again, but I want to point this out before we go through the end of it again. I love the way that as the song was going towards the end, as if you were almost like fading it out on a radio dial, his voice is just fading it out as it goes on, as are the instrumentals, the guitar, the drums, all of that just kind of fade out very naturally with the end of the song. And I wanted to mention that before we play it through, because I just thought, again, it was just so masterfully done.
It's bigger than a hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip. It's still bigger than a hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, hip. It's still bigger than a hip hop, hip hop, hip hop.
That heartbeat thing I was telling you about, did you realize as the tempo's slowing here and as his voice is getting like more breathy and kind of calmer and lower in pitch there, it's almost like literally, again, a heartbeat is slowing down, breaths are slowing down, like the tempo starts a little bit like hip, hop, and he's delivering like hip, hop, like, oh my gosh. These are the intricacies that just blow my mind.
It's still bigger than
Obviously, those last guitar licks there were just amazing. But we can't talk about this song without talking about Ren's vocal run there at the very end, because once again, he went up into that falsetto that was just so crystal clear and so powerfully delivered in a way that very few other artists can do so well. And it came like right after the fading out almost, and then he brought that back up to kind of end it, and then there was that closing guitar lick. Specifically, it looked like with him and Romaine, but I know the other band members were also playing, and it's just, oh my goodness, that gave me chills. Even though I'd already watched it and that was the second time going back to kind of catch a couple things after a few minutes ago, it just gave me chills. This guy's, it just gives me chills. Wow, that was amazing. Like I said, big fan of the Big Push now. Already been a big fan of Ren, but big fan of the band, and can't wait to dig into more of that. And on that note, go check out Ren's latest video if you haven't yet. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one.